All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio, right here on Opera, and today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689 or blindsofsacramento.com. Now today, we've got a lovely lady here. She was recommended by Sparkly, if you remember Sparkly, and that amazing conversation we had. And today we have Takeitha Kiki Buford, and with HomeSmart Realty. And we're going to be talking a little bit about real estate and who you are and what you're doing and what's up.
Yes.
And you're also a Bay native as well.
I sure am, and I'm so happy to be here today.
So you said that you're from Pacifica.
Born in San Francisco and raised in Pacifica, California. You got that right.
And so, let me pull that there we go. And so, Pacifica has the best Taco Bell on the planet.
Everyone talks about that. Like, I kid you not. Every time I mention that I was raised in Pacifica, that's the first thing that most people mention, and that's like my conversation starter. So, yes.
I took my wife one year when we first started dating. I said I was going to take her to a steak dinner on the water, and that's where we went.
Oh, how romantic!
It was because we got to walk on the beach, and it was chill. Yeah. But yeah,
Pacifica is amazing.
I love the area.
I'm so excited, that I was raised in such a diverse small town. I'm very grateful for that.
Do you know, this might be crazy to say, but I dated somebody from Pacifica a long time ago. Do you know an April Hagee?
As small as the town is, I do not.
No, okay.
And I mean, it was only like 2 or 3 high schools. Oceana High School, whoop,
And we're all the same. We're all the same age, so it would make sense. I just, throw that out there. Shout out to her. Hope you're doing well.
Okay.
Hope life is treating you well. All right. So someone somewhere is going to go, hey, your name was just mentioned on this show.
Oh gosh.
I know. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, what does that guy want?
I'll be so nervous if that happens to me.
All right. So who is Kiki Buford?
Kiki Buford is, I'm a hustler. I'm a boss. I'm proud to say that. I think that I have the right to say that. I've raised 5 children. I came from a family of 5 as well. The middle of 5 children. And I've always had the desire to be something. I wasn't sure exactly what that was going to be for me, but I always wanted to do great. And because of the lack thereof growing up, I think that's where the desire came from, the fire. The lack thereof definitely conditioned me to be the person that I am today. And I'm not regretful or angry about how I came up because I think I needed that to keep me going. I'm a business owner. I own a business called Mateo's Eyes. It's a t-shirt business for special needs children. But my first love is real estate. And I run my own business as an independent agent. And I do that full time.
Now, what got you into the real estate game?
That's an interesting question. I always wanted to be a realtor. Of course, I didn't know what that looked like. But I never went into the industry because I wanted to play it safe. Being a single mom of 5 children, you need to make sure that you have guaranteed income. So I started in the mortgage industry, and that was my moneymaker for a very long time. No, actually in Washington State.
Okay. Which is funny is because when I was a lender, I was licensed in Washington State.
Interesting. Okay, so I started in 2003 as a closer.
Much later than that, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was 2013.
Okay, so you're after like the big crash.
I was doing the home affordable refinance at the time. The HARP
nice.
Programs. That was our specialty.
Oh, interesting.
The HARP programs, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I started out in 2003 as a closer, and that was my moneymaker. I did really well in the industry for 21 years.
Holy
so I don't want to age myself.
Yeah.
But for 21 years, and like I said, I always wanted to go into real estate, but just knowing that I would be living off a commission and, taking care of children and activities and daycare and rent, I just didn't feel safe to take the leap. So I would stay behind the computer for 21 years, and I was still a part of it on the lending side, but I wanted to be I wanted to hand my clients keys.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on the other side of the transaction. So I basically prepared myself, like really did the research and put myself in a position to be able to take that leap of faith. And sometimes I truly believe, my mom used to say this when she was alive, sometimes you have to have the rug pulled from up under you. And that's just what I remember. And that's what keeps me hustling. Because I'm like, this is, in order to eat, I got to hustle. I got to close deals.
You got to just do your thing.
Exactly.
Why are you so passionate about real estate? I mean, some people hate real estate. Me personally, I hate real estate. I don't even want to walk into a house. I think they're icky. But and that comes from my childhood, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
But I like buildings. I want to live up in the sky. I don't want to live in a house. I just
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Everyone has their thing, right? Why do you love real estate? Why do you love the game so much?
I think I like the challenge,
The
competitive energy. You are your own business, right? You're able to market yourself however you want to. I'm a fashionista. I like to dress. I love, some people say, why do you say you love humans? I think I'm just relatable. So when I say that, it sounds cliche, but really deep down inside, I'm a chameleon. I'm able to adapt. I'm charming and relatable. And I think that, and likable. And honestly, that's what people need. Somebody that they can trust, someone that's relatable and outgoing, and a genuine type of energy.
Yeah, so if somebody's looking at getting into a house, are you more onto the buyer side or more on the seller side?
I've mainly been on the buyer side.
You want to hand them keys?
Yes, I want to hand them keys. But you get a plethora. You get different things, and clients have different needs. So even though I've been on the buyer side majority of my business, I do like the selling side as well. I think you wear different hats based on what side you're on.
Yeah.
And on the buyer side, it's more, what your client really needs and making sure they're working with a great lender. And then on the seller side, it's more like you're also still looking at what your client needs, but it's also really making sure that you are listening. I mean, you're listening on both sides, but on the seller side, it's a little bit more demanding to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What type of clients are you looking for? Are you looking at the first-time home buyer? Are you looking up the people who want to move down or move up? Kind of where are you at? People that have been through the trenches and are looking at getting into their first house? Yeah,
I think that those are my people. And I think those are my people because they remind me of myself. I'm the girl that came from poverty. I'm a first generation homeowner. I was a FHA buyer. I didn't believe that it was possible. And I like helping people that remind me of myself because I'm able to keep the momentum there and give them the hope.
That's what God gives us. He gives us the talents to do these wonderful things and to leave our mark. And your mark is getting people into a dwelling that they can call their own and raise their families and maybe leave to their children down the line. And you're the catalyst that's creating that for people.
Yeah, and it's like, it's building wealth, it's breaking curses. Being a minority, I think it's very important for us to own property, own land. I'm very passionate about that. Building a real estate portfolio and, learning how to make that money work for you, and educating my clients. I love educating my clients, with the lending process and real estate. And I think that's one of the big perks and one of my biggest flexes is the fact that I was a lender. I was in the mortgage industry for 21 years.
The other thing that's actually working for you is that, I don't want to say the majority, but the majority of realtors that we've worked with over the years, they don't own a home. They're not homeowners. And I always found that as concerning it's kind of like somebody that's selling you a car that doesn't own a car. It's like,
right.
You need to know your product that you're selling. And we see a lot of that where they're renting a small apartment somewhere and then they're the ones giving the advice on buying a house. And it's like, dude, like you need to do that yourself.
Right. I think that would definitely be a perk as an agent.
I think that that's working for you because you're able to give people real advice, from intuition, from your personal experience.
Absolutely. And also, one of my biggest things too is people remember how you make them feel. This business is not just about finding business and having this huge pipeline and closing all these deals. I really take it a little, a step deeper, a step further. And I say, I'm building healthy relationships. Like I get invited to all kinds of things, well past when the transaction closed. And the referrals, of course, is amazing. It's one of our greatest compliments. But just building healthy relationships and being a part of a process that most people don't think they're able to even achieve. They'll always remember that. So.
No, I love it. I love it. You wanted to touch on hustle culture. Are you in the hustle culture, or are you finding, because there is a problem with hustle culture. Is people are like, they want to brag that they work 18 hours a day, but you still have to have balance. You've got to be able to enjoy life and have those moments. You've got children. You want to enjoy those moments. I don't know how old those children are, but maybe those children are having children. I don't know. The point is that hustle culture is wonderful to a degree. And so I kind of do want to touch on that because you wanted to, share inspiration for other people that are, especially right now, that are struggling.
I am so glad that you made sure that we touched on that. And the reason for that, just to answer some of your questions, my Instagram page is open. I have an open real estate Instagram page. And I remember when I first started real estate, people would DM me and say, well, why do you blend your page together? Like, why do you show your vacations and what your kids, what your kids' activities, what kind of activities your kids have going on, and also your real estate deals? And I remember responding to a few people, and I said, well, first of all, I'm human. I'm not a computer.
I like that.
I'm a real estate agent, and I'm showing different pieces of my life. Right?
AI can only do so much. You still have to be a person.
Exactly. And so it's like, yes, I love real estate. Yes, I want to showcase my deals that I've closed. Yes, I want to showcase reviews that clients have, what clients are saying about me. But I'm also a mother, and I'm a mother first. And I love being a mother. And when people see my page and they're checking out my post, that's what they see. They see the balance. They see the vacations 2-3 times a year. And I'm grateful that I'm able to do that for my children, right? Especially in this economy, a lot of people are not able to do that. So I don't take any of that with a grain of salt. I'm very grateful.
The other thing is it also declutters everything. I always tell people, well, first of all, I tell people social media is dying. Not in your industry. It is not dying. Okay. I'm going to be completely transparent. I say that social media is dying. If you're in the social media industry, it's dying until you become a realtor or a restaurant.
I believe it.
Very, very true.
It's true.
Or, cosmetic surgery, or you're in a salon or something like that. There is a place, but real estate is one of those places that you have to have the social media. But you can also clutter your social media by having too much and too many. And so by having that consolidation, I think that's really important.
Yeah, I'm heavy on that. Actually, I am a grandmother.
Okay.
I have a 5-year-old granddaughter, and I'm very close to her. And I always tell people she's my 6th child.
It's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, they think that she's mine anyway. I'm like, nope, I'm done. Yeah. And so my family is very important to me. And if there's anybody out there that wants to work with me and they come across my Instagram, that's what I want potential clients to see. I want them to see, like, oh, she's a hustler. Oh, she loves real estate, but she's also a grandmother. She's also, she's also a mother.
It's relatable.
It's relatable. And they get to see a little bit about Kiki, and then able to make their determination about, whether or not they want to work with me.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love it. Kiki Buford, 916-709-7039, HomeSmart Realty, 916-709-7039. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk a little bit about myself and who I am. And I look forward to working with you in the future.
No, I love it. I love the energy. And it's actually very refreshing. Let me say that this is refreshing because I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of realtors over the years. And we get into this misconception that hustle culture is a good thing. It's not a good thing if you abuse it. Just like there's, far left, far right. We don't need to get into politics, but when you abuse something, it becomes a problem, right? And so the fact that you still are, you know what? I want to inspire, I want to motivate, I want to be somebody, which is great. But we still have to have that balance, and then that family balance is so important. And I just love that, and we don't see that, especially in this industry. We just don't see that very often. So awesome. Thank you so much. Kiki Buford, 916-709-7039. And then, of course, I want to thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.